And it's difficult really to imagine how they can possibly not both go through to the final. Forstemann and Botticher, both in good form and both very, very confident. I mean, what can Dmitriev do against Forstemann?
Well, he's sprinting well, but Forstemann is clearly better. We can't see anything that he can do, really.
Very capable sprinter as well, Dmitriev, the Russian. So this is race 2. And Dmitriev with a huge problem here. He's got to work out how he can beat this muscly German to take it to a decider.
Would have been interesting if he tried to go for a long one. No one's done that in this sprint competition.
No.
So just go for a full surprise, go from the gun, because he's got nothing to lose.
I'm just wondering if he could get this one, carrying all that bulk. Forstemann, maybe the third, it could be quite telling on him. The tactic that Jason Kenny used, wasn't it, against Botticher in the World Championships in Melbourne, and it nearly paid off.
Well, it didn't get used for several years because it is an all or nothing. If it doesn't come off, your opponent who's been sitting out of the wind behind you is going to walk all over you. So it really is a do or die. But in the last 12 months, we've seen several people re-employ it because it hasn't been used for ages, and because of that, it gave a large element of surprise.
Well, if he did try to jump away from Forstemann with a gallant effort, I tell you what, the noise in this arena, it'd resonate, believe me, all the way around the Sir Chris Hoy Velodrome. It's the kind of thing we'd like to see, and I think possibly it's his only chance to have a crack to try and jump away from Forstemann, but he's just too strong and powerful.
It's got to be tactical. It isn't going to be physical. And Forstemann, well, he's not going to give him the opportunity. He wants to hold him on the fence. He's going to try this one from the front.
One to go. Can Dmitriev get over the top of Forstemann? No. So the first encounter is won by the German, and now he'll just pursue him to the line. Forstemann ignites the burners down the finishing straight, and it's all over. 2-0 then to Robert Forstemann, and he's our first finalist.
10.2 as well.
Astonishing speed and power.
Good effort by Dmitriev, though, actually, with just under a lap to go. He was on the shoulder, and that's where it was. And Forstemann spotted the danger and really drove hard to stop him getting that advantage, because that's where the race was won and lost. But once he got into the front, there was no way, really, that the Russian was going to get back over the top. Just outgunned.
Sort of move out, the wind just blowing backwards almost at that kind of speed. So Forstemann 2-0 into the final. And we've got a similar scenario in the next one, haven't we? This young German, Stefan Botticher versus Peralta. And Peralta of Spain, he's faced with the same problem.
Well, he's going to have to do something special. I think the element of surprise. I mean, they'll be watching for it now because they know that it's the only opportunity that they've got.
The man with dynamite in his thighs. Width of those shoulders.
He's such a different build to any of the other sprinters. He is unique. There is nothing else like him out there.
I think he's the kind of guy that you want on your side, Chris.
It'd be great if you got your car stuck in the snow, wouldn't it?
Right, now then, this is the young man that I've been very impressed with, Stefan Botticher. Very young face. I tell you what, he rides with an experience way above his 20 years. Now then, I'd like to see Peralta try and jump away, wouldn't you? Surprise.
He's got to try something. We'll just watch the coach's stance, and if he gets a really solid stance on the ground, his arms stretched backwards, we'll know he's going to launch him.
He's going to sling him.
Coming up to the line now. Spaniard to lead off.
Well, he's not going to be able to jump away from that position, is he? There's that young face I was talking about. On his way up to this senior rank, he got himself a silver medal in the World Junior Championships back in 2010. The German Botticher. And Peralta would dearly love to get one of those green markers against his name.
Very slight build, isn't he, Peralta, for a sprinter? So, of course, relative to the rest of the sprinters, not to well, the likes of us.
He's quick, though. 10:01.2 in the qualification round. Once again, it's a sellout crowd here in the Sir Chris Hoy Velodrome. I understand the tickets went almost within minutes of being advertised for all 3 days. Such is the popularity of the sport now.
Peralta just raising the speed now as they come round with 2 laps to go. The only opportunity here is to try and control this one.
You've got to favour Botticher though, haven't you? Look at that, right in the wheel and taking the inside position. He's brimming over with confidence, this young German. Up to the line, it's a bell, 250 standing between him and a place in the final. 200 metres to go, and he's controlling this in the saddle. He hasn't really applied full pressure yet, and Peralta is just trying to cling to his coattails, but it's not going to get him anywhere. No, it's all over. So we've got a German final. Botticher takes the second race, so he wins 2-0. So it's going to be Forstemann versus Botticher for the gold medal, and Dmitriev of Russia versus Peralta of Spain for the bronze. Strong, very, very strong.
Just about managed to get himself up onto the wheel there, but had absolutely nothing to come around. Fast sprints these, 10.2, 10.4.
Very quick. So it's an all-German final to come, and that's Forstemann versus Botticher in the contest for gold.